to the Ascendant lands. Last time we left off, you guys had managed to make your way over to Shardok, and while they're here, Turygurtha and Nadia heard some whispers, or a fleeting whisper of their name, and it has left you guys fairly confused, concerned, or who knows what you're thinking. And so we are here in the morning after your long rest here at Shardok, and you're preparing to go onto Lathander Ridge, and what you notice or what you hear as you're like getting yourselves ready is that people are very excited, or not necessarily excited, but like are preparing for pilgrims. Um, from what you can gather, it's pilgrims walking the March of the Dead. These are people who walk with their dead from Lathander Ridge to Shardok to get them buried. And it's a solemn burial route that not a lot of not a lot of you guys would have heard, just because of how far away it is, and it's like a Southernlander thing. It's like for all people, if you all you from Tears Grace, it's either a very civilized thing, or it's a Southlander thing, peculiarly odd because you think, well, you can just bury them and say your words, and that's it, really. The whole act of going on a whole pilgrimage with them, burying them, and then you walk back to Lathander Ridge along the Walk of the Remembered, and it's like you complete the journey. There is a side path. Instead of going back to Lathander Ridge, you can walk on to Ball Village or Ball Town, and that is known as the the somber steps of the sacrifice. And as people who wish to join those who have passed away and willingly walking themselves to be sacrificed by the people of Ball Town to fit whatever the needs
Damn.
fit whatever the needs of of people of Ball Town do. Um, so people arrive, people leave off Lathander Ridge in white robes, and through the course of the travel, their robes get dirty and dirtier, and eventually they end up just coming full on black by the time they get to Shardok. And then on the way back, their dirty clothes are eventually washed and cleaned, and they're rejuvenated back into the life essentially, or they go on further and they begin to dye their robes red to Ball Town.
Cool.
So
That's
what
pretty
you've
cool.
been
I like that.
that's what you've been like hearing people like, because people shout that they're like this is what they like prepare themselves for. These are like the mortuary city almost. And so they're there to ensure that those people who have had loss make sure they get closure throughout their journey, and that the dead are respected throughout. Even though Shar is an evil god, she thrives off the loss. It's still a matter of respect to do so. Yes, that's what you've been seeing. So you see lots of people in black robes, very dirty robes, people purposely making their robes dirtier, like trying to look even more dishevelled and such. Something that you wouldn't seen in the dead of night or in the very late evening when you were coming in.
I don't know about all of you, but I want to get the hell out of here.
It is very creepy, for sure. Just funneling dead through a city.
It's not so much that. I'm still not comfortable with getting spoken to in my head and Nadia getting spoken to in her head. And,
True.
you know, I'm used to death.
Oh, yes. I mean,
That's creepy.
Getting used to it is one thing, but having it paraded as such, a little bit strange. But yes, the voices in your head thing is certainly cause for concern. And the problem is, if we've got all this through traffic, could be anybody. Also,
Exactly.
also
Lots of hoods.
we've made enemies with quite a few necromancers, and I don't know. This kind of thing just seems like a necromancer's paradise to me. It's basically shopping.
I don't know. They burn all the bodies. Not much use to a necromancer then, aren't they?
Well, not if they're raided in transit.
Mm. It's like a. Oh no, they wouldn't have that here actually.
Quite a long journey time.
Yeah.
If you think about it, to carry the dead.
I guess.
I mean, it's all condensed to a singular road.
That's a fucked up kind of Robin, but yeah.
Hey man, necromancers, you know,
Hey.
it's forbidden for a reason. You know?
Gotta get it
Imagine
where they can take it.
Imagine a grave robber's lucky chances when he doesn't actually have to dig.
Mm. It comes to
Maybe
you.
we should stay to oversee the parade, just in case somebody does something.
No, Krusk, we're leaving.
But what if there's a robbery and we could have stopped it?
That is very much preparing for possible futures that we don't know are definitely going to happen. And I think that we should get on with our current plans and try to help our current mission. And I really do not want to be spoken to in my head again.
Yes, the longer we're here, this head talking business might get worse. All they're doing
You
is
guys
saying,
seem really spooked.
I am not
Must be bad.
comfortable with people prodding in my brain.
I mean,
Maybe
indeed.
someone needs redemption, Turi.
Yeah.
Well,
They can talk to me about it. They don't have to prod my brain to do it.
Well, if it was just redemption, why would they talk to Nadia also?
Maybe they are asking all of us for redemption.
Well, they've only done 2 so far. They
We should
were
stay,
they
see.
were. No, they were happening the same
8
day.
hours
didn't they?
apart.
Was it 8
Well,
hours?
long rest apart.
Was it long
Long
rest?
rest.
Or
Yeah,
it
the
could
long
just been
rest
because she was
apart.
asleep and couldn't hear it.
Okay. That's why I wanted to find out if it was a 1 per day thing.
Yeah.
Well, we assume.
Well, when did?
Assume something.
Yeah, I'm trying to just figure it because it.
You know what
it's a bit-
assumed us?
No, I know. It's just it's a bit strange though that surely they would attempt all of us. Why only 2?
Maybe if we stay longer, they'll attempt others.
I don't think we really want to kind of risk that chance. Who knows what they're going
Oh.
to be doing?
Exactly.
who knows
What
what
if they're plotting to take you over?
Who knows what they're trying to achieve? They're probably trying to get stuff out of us.
Ah,
Who
but they might
knows,
need help.
maybe-
They might need
maybe
You
help.
always expect the worst.
Maybe maybe it's somebody after the cargo. You never know.
What if it's someone who needs help, though? Can we really walk away from that?
Well, then why would they not just approach us?
Well, because they're in trouble, presumably.
But if they know
Because they're dead. Because they're dead. I mean, come on, let's just say it.
Sorry,
They're thoughts in our head.
It's
Just-
a possibility.
I mean,
but-
how would an undead even do that?
I have
they
a
even-
great idea. Krusk,
even
how
more
about you
desperately
go into
need
a
help
dark
then?
corner by yourself, so you're not as intimidating, and then you wait there for someone to speak to you.
I'll be down.
Just wait down a dark alley.
Yes, that's all I want to do. Go down a dark alley with listening to a voice in my head in a town that's for an evil god dedicated to darkness and lost.
And
2
lost.
things that I equate with a dark alley.
See, you guys get really spooked out.
I just think we need to help whoever is on the other end of this. They're clearly desperate.
For your kidneys, maybe.
If you can give us.
Was somebody asking me something?
Nadia was going to say something.
Nadia was going to say something.
Oh man.
She was
that's
probably
fine.
going to say, yes, that's a good idea.
I mean,
Let's stay.
what's strange is that they seem to know your names, which would suggest it's somebody that we know.
Exactly.
Well-
Someone who needs our help.
Well, but the only issue with that, Krusk, most people, I would say about 90% of the people that know all of our names wants to kill us.
Wow, 90% is very high, man. All those people in the town know our name.
I can think of
Whoa.
one
Not
very
town.
nice fellow that wouldn't do such a
Well,
thing.
Arg is probably the only person that wouldn't do it. But Arg,
I wasn't thinking about Arg.
Who are you thinking?
My man Guile.
Guile.
I
Can't be
forget about
Guile.
my man Guile.
Impossible. I don't believe it's Guile.
I don't know.
Well, you can hope.
Why is
Let's have a
the
vote.
Earth
I
map
don't
turned
want
to the
to.
ocean, by the way?
If it is
Okay.
him, I think I
never
might
mind.
rather it was a
Um,
ghost.
Oh, come on.
Then they
Aren't
even
Guile
more
was
desperately
conspicuous.
need our help if they are a ghost.
I mean, Guile. If it was Guile, Surely he would have contacted Thoradin first. Those two are best mates.
Well, maybe he hasn't got an
Yeah.
I
option.
agree, actually, that's a good point.
Maybe he hasn't got any options. Maybe he's trying to reach Thoradin, but he
What,
keeps missing.
does this thing only work on women? I mean, I don't really understand.
He's
Oh,
never
if
done
he-
this sort of trickery before, though. You know, messing
We
with
can't,
people's
we can't
brains and shit.
abandon Guile here. We need to check out what he needs.
We don't even know if the guy.
So
God,
you want to
It probably is Guile.
go through the town looking for a
Wait.
halfling rogue? Who's
We don't
adept
have to
at
go
sneaking?
through the town. We can just wait here, right? And
we could just leave.
I think you're clutching at straws here, Krusk. We don't really
it
know
could be
much about
Guile.
it.
But it could be Guile. Are you going to turn your back on Guile?
Well, if
He
it
looks
is
up
some,
to you, Thoradin.
Yes, I'm going to turn my back on Guile happily.
I'd never turn my back on Guile, but
There you go, Thoradin. Then we
I
can't
wouldn't turn
abandon.
my back on
Oh.
Carl either if I knew where he fucking well was.
yeah.
He'd be up to some crap before you had time to blink. He's not
Yeah.
the kind of person you wanted to turn your back on.
Do you remember the whole
Very true.
fireplace incident and him trying to hide stuff from you, even though he was clearly covered in soot? Do you remember that entire situation?
Yes, that's
He
why
hid-
I'm
he
hoping
hid-
it's
he
not
hid-
him.
He hid details about your fathers from you in front of your face, covered in soot.
Thoradin, Guile considered you a true friend, and he would be very upset if you left him now in his time of need.
I wish it was him, but no.
How do you know it's
it
not?
can't be.
How do you know it's not Thoradin?
He's not capable of this trickery.
It's been a while
Oh.
since we met him. Who knows what's
This
going
is
on
very
with him.
good of you to want to help someone you don't necessarily know. You know, not very neutral, if you get my meaning.
Well, we can hear them out, and then we can decide to be neutral about it.
I don't know. This.
I just think someone
To
clearly
be
needs
fair,
our help.
actually,
I mean, the
to
thing
be
is,
fair
it could
to
even be
him-
from.
to
It,
him,
sorry.
like, he's decided that he wants to hang around and investigate whatever creepy fuckery is going on here. Which is a fairly neutral standpoint, really. I'm pretty certain everything he's saying is just an attempt to persuade us to stay with him.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So, which is, if you think about it, a pretty neutral standpoint.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Thoradin.
personally, it makes me want to tip him into the horse trough. It is, I have to admit, a pretty neutral standpoint.
Okay, fine. Let's have a vote. We're good at voting. We do voting a lot these days. So let's have a vote.
Okay,
Who wants
hands
to
up
leave?
to
Who wants to
abandon our
stay?
friend Guile in his time of need.
I totally
Wow,
abandoned
guys.
Guy in his time of need. It's not like he'd come and save me if the tables are reversed.
He tried to have me lynched.
I think I've forgotten some of the details of what Guile did. Did he actually do all of this?
Yes, he did. do all of
He's
this.
just a charming guy. He's just a charming guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he bluffed you out
Follow
of
the-
it.
He was always nice to me.
Mhm.
Wait, he thought you were like a homicidal killer.
Who, Guile?
Guy thought Turu was like killer, so.
Oh, Turi was a killer.
He
Oh, yeah.
still tried to
mean-
have me lynched. We'll quite happily leave him behind.
I
if
mean,
it
he was
isn't.
just trying to protect us.
He was thinking, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
about protecting his friends. It's an admirable trait.
Look, that's 3 for going, assumedly 2 for staying. You are outvoted. We leave.
If
That's
they're
right.
that, if they're that desperate, I'm sure they'll contact us on the way out. If
What
not,
if they're-
meet us outside.
What if they can't leave the town? They might die here.
Well,
Krusk,
they
there
have-
could be so many what
Everybody
ifs.
else.
They will see us leaving, and they will be able to tell us in person without probing any minds before we leave.
Down one of your dark alleys.
Oh my gosh, Krusk, there's somebody in this town in need of help.
Who?
There's bound to be somebody. There's thousands of
Oh!
people in this town.
I mean, we'll go with the group vote then.
Krusk, quick, you've got to go and help them.
Unfortunately. I'll just
He won't go solo.
yeah, we'll just have to let them know that the group didn't want to help them.
Or you can leave a note, I suppose, Krusk.
Can always come back this way.
Where are we talking? Are we in the inn in
Yeah,
Talari's room?
yeah, my
Yes.
Yeah, it was
the classic.
breakfast, but mind probing.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yep, it's on the way to breakfast.
You just admit that you are curious as fuck about this whispering voice or whatever the fuck it is, and want to stay around and investigate it.
That as well. But it could also be someone who needs our help.
I mean, theoretically, absolutely could. It also could be, as Talari suggests, someone wanting to lure us into an alley and steal our kidneys. Although quite what they'd want with our kidneys, I haven't. Clearly.
Surely there's easier ways to lure people if this person really intended to do us harm.
And indeed, better things to steal than your kidneys. Yeah. Right.
Just
my point is.
better
My
phase.
point is, all of your bullshittery is simply a cover for I'm curious. That's literally it.
I am also curious. Yeah.
Do you have some kind of block on stating like your actual desires?
I want to go check out the horse.
So, Krusk.
Ta-da! Ta-da! And Nadia's doing like that thing where you like shake your hands at someone in like.
You have to
How
think
do you
it.
describe it? You know, when you're making celebration gestures at them, like everyone
What,
look
like
at
arm
Krusk.
pumping?
No, like you know,
Jazz
oh my
hands.
yeah, like sort of like jazz hands, but like around Krusk, like up and down, as in like, look, look.
Surprise.
He's
Yeah.
given us an honest opinion, and she's gonna like gesture at the rest of the group as if this is some like great happening. She's
I'm an
quite
open
obviously taking the piss and has been for like the last 5 minutes.
I'm an open book.
Oh,
Right.
back at it. Never
Point
mind.
is, we're leaving,
Never
right?
mind.
We have agreed democratically to leave, so let's leave. I don't like my mind being probed. I don't like Nadia's mind being probed. I don't like being here, so let's leave.
Yes, let's.
That's
Great.
legit. Let's see if we get ambushed by whispery voices on the way out.
Krusk, I'm sure there's some kind of magic spell you can use to make a window vision into this area and take a look and see if anything's going wrong or whatever else whenever you can,
No,
whenever you please.
I can't do that.
Oh, you
Unfortunately.
can't. So you're not that powerful then.
I mean, it's
Great.
different types of power.
Yes, sir. Sarah's gonna go to her room, start packing up her shit.
Yeah, I think Talari's just going to finish up and get ready to go. I think.
Yeah, we're
on
going,
your-
I guess.
So on your way out, you see people in bedraggled robes. There's some in black, some in very dark grey, some with holes in them. Carrying them on like the words on carts or on like trays and such. All like lining up and like being like welcomed into the city and like given food and water and such. Because from what you can gather, these people have been depriving themselves of nutrition or like the basic necessities while they're traveling on the March of the Dead.
Well, that's what
Okay.
5 day journey, didn't you say? 4 or 5 days.
It's a 4 days by cart. So by your travel, but on foot, you're looking probably maybe 7 days, 7 or 8 days. So it's a tough old slog.
Yeah, especially if you're fasting.
Probably dragging or carrying whatever this is. You know, they're
And carrying,
corpse,
carrying corpse.
They're not going to be in
They're
the way,
not
are they?
light things.
No, so there's like a dedicated like
Lane.
path. Yeah, you can imagine like there's a dedicated lane
the dead
for
plane.
those taking the march and taking the walk of the remembered. So you
Chill
go on
carriageway.
practically.
Don't want to kill someone, but
Yeah, Matt. If this is going on, like if there's way for us to get out of the city without like interrupting it, then
100%.
sure.
It's easy enough to get out. It's just something that you just take notice of as you try and go through.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
people
just-
do
it's
if they do
common
it if they
people.
do it on the regular, they're gonna obviously accommodate, for it, aren't they? Makes
Yeah,
makes
Fair,
sense.
but if it were taking up like the whole thing, then Nadia
Mm.
would not want to interrupt.
Well, they
No,
close the
there's-
roads kind of thing for it.
Yeah, there's plenty of routes out of the city, and such.
No, that's fair.
Cool.
Yeah, so as you get back on the road, you notice that people are, as you get a bit further down the road, people are like just getting up, sorting themselves out for their day's travel. Looking tired and disheveled and looking like they need some good food. But they're not looking sad anymore. Maybe that's like they've come to terms with that on their march. Who's to say? But yeah, so you see
Maybe
plenty
they
of
give
people.
their loss to Shah.
Yeah, potentially.
Now they don't have it anymore.
You can imagine there's some level of that too. It's like it's like therapy almost, in a sense. So yeah, so you make your way down. The first day is fairly easy. The weather stays calm. Got a nice breeze coming off the south like ocean, making the weather. It's normally quite hot coming off the desert, but it's quite pleasant today. So the first day fairly smooth. You see a lot of people. As you are getting up to your like time to stop, you see people stopping before you, and obviously and such. You have a sense that these are people that probably try to get there for the morning, so they'll either like leave super early or they'll time themselves to get there for the morning. Maybe that's where the most food is, or and such for the arriving pilgrims. But for you guys, it's fairly easy. This is a well-traveled route, so there's plenty of like area that's like open and such made for camps for people who've camped before you, and so it's fairly easy going. You make your little spot. You get a sense that not a lot of things attack people on this route. Maybe there's a protection over Shah and the Thunder that ensure that travelers aren't hounded by beasts and such while they travel, to make sure that they're uber protected. Do you see some measure of mercenaries, so people from Helm Encampment might have been paid to roam the route to make sure that it truly is safe for the wandering wildlife. Which you can imagine, a dead body is quite tasty morsel for a wolf or a tiger or anything of the sort. So it's fairly safe for you guys. You make up set camp, and it's an eventful night. Can I have Turygurtha make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh no, we ran away from it and followed us.
It's just specifically targeting. I thought they'd cycle.
See, they want redemption.
It's wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Fail.
That might not be a good thing, you know.
No.
19.
Okay. Again, you hear a voice calling your name, like a very minute whisper of Derek. Just like really quiet in your ear, and you're like, what the fuck? But and then it goes.
You just see Turi just suddenly plant her face in her hands. No, I wanted to leave it alone.
Yeah,
Don't
you all
want
get that
to-
sense of not again.
Oh dear. Well, looks like whatever it is following us.
Thoradin's gonna look up at the sky and just shout, "Back the fuck off, Turi, you fucking spirit!"
Can't...
You tell it, Thoradin. You tell it.
Yeah.
You
I'll
tell
bring
it.
lightning down on
Thank
you,
you.
motherfucker.
Thank you, Sorcerer. Matt,
Hello.
I'm gonna use my boots
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fly up for like circular motion and just look
Mhm.
down on camp and try to look around and see if I can see anyone in the near vicinity.
So there are other camps nearby, of people who have like made camp for the night on their pilgrimage. You don't really see anyone else. You see like a few tradesmen, you guess, in their carts, preparing for the night.
What I might. Is it worth doing this?
I don't know how long that'll take me. I might just take 10 minutes off or something.
It could be that. Wait a minute. Does it? Does this see things that are invisible? I don't. No. I was thinking maybe it's invisible, but I was going to use clairvoyance, but that doesn't let you see people that are invisible.
I can use fairy fire, but the issue is I need to know where I'm pointing it.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, we've tried detect magic before. That didn't work. I mean, the thing is,
It's gonna be
telepathy technically isn't magic, but
like a
again, no matter
ghost.
what it is, it's like a brief. It's like sending almost. Like it's just instant. It's not. It's
Well,
not.
because it's failed, I haven't got the message,
Mm.
so it hasn't actually worked.
Unless
Okay.
unless
Who knows?
we do try to fail it and then
Uh.
try and do it straight away as soon as somebody notices that
Okay.
something's happening.
I'm going to come back down. As a bonus action, I'm going to quickly add some blue smoke just for the lols at the last bit, and then I'll deactivate it.
Buffet goes away.
I've just taken 10 minutes off.
Very why are you smoking?
Well, it's a cool thing that I can do with the boots. Don't worry about it. Point is, I heard someone speak
Your
to me
boots
again.
set on fire?
Well, not fire, but they have like an illusory smoky look, and she deactivates it.
Well, that
And it
kind
all
of tells.
disappears.
Doesn't that just tell everybody where we are?
Yes,
Everybody knows
but
where we are
it
anyway.
seems everybody already knows. Or
I'm
whoever
just,
this
I'm
particular
just
person
like,
is knows.
generally, it doesn't, considering we're not trying to necessarily be in the front, in everybody's face. Blue smoke, if
Look.
put it this way, if we saw blue smoke off into the distance, we'd most likely have to try and stop Krusk trying to check it out.
It's
I was
fine.
going to say,
It's
Krusk
gone
the
now.
nosy bugger, we'll go for a look.
Exactly. Who knows who now is on our way here, on their ways here?
It doesn't matter. It's gone
If
now.
it's another
See?
nosy Krusk, we can pair them off and they can go and nose into things.
Hmm.
That is right, Matt, isn't it? Once I deactivate the boots, all the smoke's gone.
Mhm.
See, it's gone. It's gone now. Split second. Disappears.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. Worry about
You're
the
hearing
voice
voices
in
again.
my head. Yes. Duh.
Oh, so it followed us then.
Whatever it is, I went up to see, and all I could see was random encampments. Nobody is watching us. Not that I can see anyway.
So it could be that whatever this thing is, it's invisible. Or a ghost.
Or not here at all.
True.
Matt, is it the same day?
It's a different day to when you heard it.
No, but is it the same day to when Nadia heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I heard it this morning.
Okay. So it's not... Okay. So not a one-a-day thing then. In theory.
Apparently not.
Unless there's more than one.
I'm glad we are going to be on watch.
Indeed. Although if this thing is invisible, being on watch is kind of pointless.
If we're that bothered, I'll set up noise traps.
True, but again, if it's a ghost, technically it will just go through.
Alva's nose can pick up anything.
Yeah, and we've got Olva. An invisible person will still make noise and still have a smell.
Very true. I mean, can Olva smell
If
anything
they're
now?
physically present in any way, it might just be some kind of long-range magical effect. Some mages can do that, right?
Yeah, sending is as long as you can access anywhere on the plane as long as you know the person. I mean,
Maybe
maybe this person only knows you two. Is there anyone?
how could they only know us two?
What if it is sending? Sending can only work on somebody you know. So
I get that, but my question is, who knows? Just me and Nadia.
I don't know. Technically, you two should know that more than I will.
I mean, me and Nadia are great and everything, but we don't exactly go out with the girls every weekend that you don't know about. Literally, you lost my entire social life. That's it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to think now.
It seems very strange.
Do you
that-
think then, Talari, that what we're getting is a failed attempt at sending us a message?
Possibly. If it is sending. But I don't know. It's one of many options that this could be. But it's also very strange because, like I said, you'd think if they failed to get through to you two, they would try another one of us.
The problem is, if I chose to let it happen, There is the possibility this is a malicious attempt. I am controlled or whatever else,
Hmm.
and I try to kill
Yes.
all of you.
True. Or they could just make you think you're a fish. You know, there's a lot of
Yeah,
different...
but the first one seems slightly more likely than the second.
Why would you want to make me be like a fish?
I don't know.
That makes...
I'm here. We're camping in front of the sea. It was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, because then you
Okay.
jump in the sea, Terry. That's a good
Okay.
reason to make you think you're a
I
fish.
suppose drown myself. That makes sense. I don't actually know how to
Hmm.
swim, so that makes sense.
Noted. Won't let you in the water then.
Oh, don't worry. I
Hello.
think I can. I will. No, that's a lie. I'm sure one day I will be able to do what my masters did and run on liquid surfaces, but maybe not yet.
That's,
Hmm.
that seems very
Matt.
specific.
Hello.
I see. I'm trying to think at the times of day this has happened. Has
Hmm.
it been like at dusk each time Turi's been contacted? Basically,
yes.
OC, I'm trying to work out if it's dusk and dawn. But OC, I don't have enough detailed information about the world that my character would have, actually standing in it.
yes. Time still works as normal there as it does here. So 24-hour clock works the same.
Oh, no. But Matt, I'm
Yeah.
trying to work out if the contact attempts on Nadia and Turi occurred at dusk and dawn both times. Have both of Turi's occurred at dusk, and did Nadia's occur at dawn? Is what I'm asking. Which are things that
No.
Nadia would probably know, and that Louise doesn't. Oh,
But
damn.
I had a
thought.
you get a sense that Turi's reaction is around the same time as it was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Like, she reacted twice, like, after we were about to go to bed, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if it was as the sun set or something equally, like, dramatic, but apparently not.
Unfortunately, it's not something that specific, but it is around the same time as yesterday.
So
Is it?
it means Nadia might also have her message come
In the
through
morning.
soon.
I'm wondering.
What
If
if?
this is a repetitive thing, I'm going to be very, very annoyed.
What if you allow it to happen, but we tie you up before, just in case you do get possessed and go crazy?
You will not tie me
Tie
up
her up.
ever.
Well, the problem...
I mean, not like that, Thoradin.
Yeah,
but...
this would
The
allow me.
problem-
This would allow me to let you tie me up. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whoa.
do you want to be haunted by a mysterious voice forever? We should
Not
find out what it wants.
particularly.
We should find out what it wants.
I want to find out who it is.
If it was contacting me, I'd let myself get tied up to find
I'm
out what it was saying.
I'm sure
I'm
you
sure
would.
you would.
Wonderful. If it
Look,
starts contacting you, I will avail myself of that permission forthwith.
Oh, I hope it does. But...
okay, here's the
jeez.
thing. Nadia is a wrecking ball. I am a delicate knife. If I can be pinned and stopped from doing something terrible. Nadia, less so.
If we tie her up, trust me, she won't be able to move.
Yes, but that would require me to allow you to do that, and that's not going to happen.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, maybe we should take a vote.
You know, now I don't normally agree with
You don't
Krusk,
get to take a vote on something like that.
but you know,
I
it
say
has,
no.
It has some merit. Like, okay, Nadia doesn't want to do it. That's fine. If Turi's willing to do it,
I'm not
especially,
being
especially,
tied.
She also
okay,
isn't.
then that's not really going to happen, then, is it?
Look,
you can't
here's
do
what
that against people's will.
Here's what I'm suggesting. We prepare. Thoradin and Nadia can stop me from running away or beating the shit out of people or whatever else, because they are supposed strong enough to restrain me comfortably. And I let it happen tomorrow night, even though I really, really do not want to.
Wait, so you want to let it happen, but not be restrained? I think that's quite dangerous. What if
No,
you just fly up?
No, we can
I'm
restrain
saying
her.
I let Thoradin and Nadia restrain me. I am not being tied up.
So they,
Oh, so you
know,
just
they
want to
grab
hold
onto her
you,
arms.
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
I mean, the thing is, we know when this is roughly going to happen. In theory, detect magic lasts good 10 minutes. Like, if we can see that dusk is about to happen, I can cast it. It will last 10 minutes. When I detect, if and when I detect some magic, it might prove informative.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you could even try it this morning if it happens at roughly the same time every day.
You should attempt to try it when we have breakfast,
Could do.
or before we start having breakfast.
We can do it on. We can try. I mean, I've got the not really
Um,
slots. You don't call them slots.
Presumably, we can
I
get the Nadia time slot when it
You
happens.
have
just
the
cast it
strength,
around there.
the power.
I have the strength. I have the mental fortitude. You know, I could
Nice.
do. I could try it again in the morning. Doesn't work out. Try it in the evening. No harm in it.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, well, the only thing is, okay, if Nadia and Thoradin are going to hold Turi, who's going to hold Nadia in the morning?
Wait, are we doing it twice? What's going on?
Well,
Oh, in
case Nadia gets
if we're going to
possessed by
if
me.
we're going to try this in the morning with Nadia,
I think
Turi,
Nadia
not
should.
Turi, Talari. Will you sense something if the attempt is made and it doesn't connect?
I guess it depends on what it is.
Hmm.
Because if you're just, looking around for incoming magic,
Mhm.
I don't know how these things work. Like, if you're, like, trying to sense incoming magic and the spell sort of comes in but doesn't connect, like...
In theory, yes, but there's no way to prove that.
I
So
guess we'll
could
find
do
out.
experiment 1, and then experiment 2 is me letting it happen in the evening.
So Nadia's going to resist it, is she? And then you're going to allow
Well,
it.
it's not like I get handed a polite little note. I'm trying to cast a spell on you. Can you please be receptive to
this
this?
is-
Like, I'm not doing it on purpose, Krusk.
You are, because you are resisting it, right?
Yeah, you kind of feel it, don't you?
Which
You
is like
feel
the
it and
whole
you
point
can...
of the
like-
discussion, right? That you can allow it to happen, which is what
Hmm.
Turi's doing.
Well,
So
no,
if,
you guys are all having a discussion about this. I am saying that it's not like I knew something was happening before I heard the whistle.
but now
whatever
you
it is.
do, so now you can
Feels
choose,
like a little
right?
tickle,
Which is
and
the
I don't want
question.
it to happen. And
Also, I have a feeling, in fact, no, I have the knowledge that kind of magic, like letting that kind of magic happen, requires a hell of a lot more than sitting there thinking, oh, I think that I'll let people cast spells on me. You've actually got to want it to happen.
This is exactly the question
You've
we're
got
asking
to
you.
trust
What are
the
you going to do? Are you going to let it happen or not? So no
Well,
is
I'm
the
not
answer.
gonna bloody well let it happen.
Okay,
There's
so the
basically
answer,
one person
so
in
the short answer was no. Skipping all of that early bit.
Oh, shut up, Krusk. You are not the person to go on about short fucking answers.
So the question was very simple: who is going to allow it to happen? And the answer was not you.
Turi
Turi.
said so.
Yes, thank you.
Turi
Let's
said
move
that
on.
5 minutes ago if you were actually paying attention, which apparently you're not.
Holy shit! How is it? I literally asked you a simple question. I can't believe this. I literally asked you, Nadia. You need to just focus on what people are asking, right? I asked, "Are you going to let it happen?" And you just went on a spiel for 5 minutes when the short answer was no.
Is anyone else hearing this fucking bullshit?
This is literally this is so stupid.
in
You
my
just can't
defense,
comprehend basic English, and you're like, "Oh, this is bullshit."
Common.
Jeez, Christ.
Common.
but in my defense, I tend to tune out of Krusk a lot of the time. No offense,
I know what
Krusk.
you mean. Over the last
You
week or
spoiled
so, I've
Talari.
wanted
Especially
to-
this exchange. Like, we've had it enough
Also,
times. I
Krusk,
tend to daydream, you know.
Things
Day
just
dra-
tune out.
Well, or
tune
day
out.
or day trance, I suppose
caveat
you'd call
on
it.
that is perfectly fucking reasonable.
Sure.
How easy is it for you to just go, oh yeah, no, I think I'm going to be receptive to spells right now. Actually, it might be easy for you. You are a spellcaster now. Is that easy for you? Just sit there thinking, oh, I'm going to let people cast spells. What if the wrong spell came in while you were thinking that? And then, something really bad happened to you because you were like, well, I'm not feeling very resistful today.
I suppose it's kind of
It's not
like
to randomly pick.
so something like this is I guess would be kind of like if you got pushed by somebody behind you that you couldn't see them, you would instinctively stop yourself from falling over on your face in the mud. Obviously, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
If you decided beforehand, I'm just going to fall. I'm going to let it happen. Someone's going to push me.
Fall over.
Someone's going to push
but the
me.
thing is,
I'm going to let them push me.
consciously would still. You still have to, when you got shoved, consciously stop the
Indeed.
instinctive reaction.
But if you know
That's
beforehand
the
that you're
point.
gonna, if you know beforehand that you know you're gonna get pushed at some point, and you're gonna go,
Talari,
okay,
you're a wizard. Maybe you're good at feeling magical pushes.
sure,
I'm not.
of course. I mean, I'm not very good at being pushed down, over, whatever. But
I could probably
I'm
push
just
you
saying,
over,
like
you wouldn't bet.
that's true. I probably would have. But I'm just saying, like that's probably the way to think about it in a non-magical way, I guess.
So what you're saying is,
You have to let him push you
ignore
over.
my
Just
instincts.
think off balance thought.
Yes.
Just open yourself up.
Yeah.
Not so good at that.
It takes
yeah.
practice. It takes practice. I mean,
Become an open
all
book.
you can do is try. If it doesn't work, I mean,
Although,
to be fair, you may not necessarily be able to stop it. We don't know.
it's
But
entirely possible.
As long as you can
But
try,
this does
that's all we
provide
can
us
ask
some
for.
information.
So.
It's possible this does provide us some information. Because I know of at least one mage who would probably be perfectly able to contact me whether I wanted them to or not.
I mean, either way, we've got one advantage now. We kind of have a rough idea that it happens at the same time, which means I can have detect magic up at the time it happens, because that was the issue last time. Is it happened, it was gone.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good idea to leave it running.
Let's try it. Let's try it this morning. Let's see if it happens to me again.
So when did it happen to you, Nadia? It was dawn?
Breakfast.
Right?
It was just before we had breakfast. It's as I was coming down the stairs.
Right. So I
So,
guess
just
imagine
after
when you
dawn,
would come
I
down the stairs. I guess I don't know what time that was.
Yeah.
Anybody with a keen mind feat? That'd be really helpful right now.
Yeah.
Is that an
Right.
IC question, Arthur? Or...
Who's got a keen mind here?
Identify yourself to having a clean
Does anyone,
mind.
does anyone
Is
consider
anybody
themselves?
very keen of mind? Remembers the time? Anyone
I'm
at
more
all?
of like a warcaster in my mind, to be honest. That's how I
Oh
picture
my
myself.
God. I'm a healer by mind, I suppose. You know?
It was time to drink, so I drank. I don't really keep track of what time
Okay.
that
Yeah,
is.
Thoradin, that's just every hour of the day for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Talari,
not
you
helpful, is it?
is just before breakfast.
Okay. I'll do it just before breakfast. I can do it a couple of times if need be. You know, it's a low-level spell, so I could do it, but I don't want to do it too much in case something happens. You know. Okay. Yeah, because it's concentration. Yeah, concentration up to 10 minutes. Yeah, and it's an action to cast it, so should be.
Mm.
Oh, stay like relatively close to me. You know.
Won't wander off.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you all bed in for your normal routine for your long rest. It is somewhat unproductive. Oh, sorry, not unproductive. Nothing much happens during the night for you. Anyone on watch. The most interesting thing that happens is that you see like a few riders ride past, but they, from what you can see with your dark vision, at least, is these people of Helm encampments probably like roaming to
Doing their patrols.
up and down the path.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's just 2 by 2, like a squad of 4, just going up and down. You've seen these guys as you've been traveling throughout the morning, so it's not something new that you're unaware of.
It's like that guy that at 2 a.m. just goes down the road on their motorcycle when you're trying to sleep. That's what it reminds me. It's always that person. Always that person.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
that equates to. It's just
The equivalent, yeah,
Yeah.
someone galloping past, clop, 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 clop.
Yeah. Yes, that happens a few times during the night, but that's the only interesting thing that happens. So as you get up, prepare your breakfast. Can I have Nadia roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
The question is, did Talari's detect magic hit the right time?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
because it would have been what just before breakfast. Yeah, so this is
Yeah, around breakfast time.
So it depends if it happens at the same time or not.
10 minutes into breakfast would have been.
Matt?
Does that make sense?
I'll allow you to have it up and running.
Okay, I'll use a slot for it then.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Hands on deck, people.
Yeah, breakfast.
Get ready to pin.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, breakfast and quite a nice breakfast. You know, you bought food from the day before, so quite all right. From what you can see with magical wise, You see the normal. Sorry, Talari. For the magical wise, you see the usual. You see the usual magical items that you all have gathered for your previous shopping trip. But there is bizarrely an orb hovering above you all. All of a sudden.
Oh, see, I know what this is.
When you say an orb, like,
An
is
orb.
Talari perceiving an orb, or is this something we can see?
That's what she can see through the detect
Okay.
magic.
Okay.
She can see an orb.
What the fuck?
I would.
Does she know what kind of magic it is? Because you find out. don't you?
Detect. Give me a detect magic.
Detect magic. Where's it gone? Here. If you sense magic in this way, you can use to see a faint aura around it. That bears on you learn its school of magic, if any. That's it. That's all you know. You only learn
I'm
the school,
assuming
not the. I mean, it's gonna be divination. So,
Yes, you're correct. You get a sense of divination magic coming from this orb above you all.
And Nadia doesn't hear any voices in her head.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, Matt, do I hear anything? Does anything interesting happen?
No, you just carry on with your breakfast. Only Talari sees the orb just pop into a pit.
yeah.
Arthur looks quite
Into
concerned,
existence.
which has me concerned.
Well, that's an OC. That's an OC concern, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, don't matter.
Yeah,
Does
I-
anyone
I
need to
look
be
at
pinned?
others.
No one needs to be pinned.
Oh.
Doesn't look like it, but then
Yeah.
that doesn't. We don't know, obviously.
No, only Talari notices
But
this
obviously,
orb appear.
so Talari would obviously mention it to the group and say, right there is an orb.
What
following
if I
us."
throw my hammer at it?
I guess.
Otherwise, shoot
so.
an arrow at it.
I guess it. I mean, attacking it would probably be a good idea. Yes.
Shoot your arrow first.
I don't know where it is.
There.
Happening.
Shoot it in that direction. You're good.
Okay, if you shoot it straight up, it's gonna come straight back down at us.
In that direction.
And it could harm
What
us.
am I gonna? What? Okay. I
Yeah,
get.
it's about the size of a fist.
All right. You know what?
About 10
Yes,
feet in
we'll
the
do
air.
it.
on the fire
We'll
and
do it.
punch
I'll do
it,
this.
We'll do it.
Talari.
Okay, look, we'll do it this way then. I'll cast Sacred Flame on it.
You just like marking the location.
Basically, because it illuminates it somewhat. Like
Oh.
it's a flame-like radiance descends on the creature. So
It's not a creature though.
it's not a creature, no, but it will in the area
Object.
at least.
Is there anything we can
Well,
do?
it
To
says you
It's
said
not
set it on
physical,
the
right?
creature. If it's not a creature,
Well,
it
the
can't
creature-
attach itself to it.
No, but could I not?
Minor illusion?
I don't have
If
it.
if you have like a light up, like the light spell, you touch an
Dancing
object
light?
or you
Anything?
can
I've got.
Oh, I can
anything that you
cast-
can put on an
Okay,
object.
can I cast dancing lights and then
Okay,
Talari just,
well,
like,
yeah, we
directs
can.
me
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
where
Yeah.
to put the lights, so
Yeah, yeah.
Krusk
Yeah.
will just like follow her directions
Yeah.
to place
All
the
right.
light.
Well, yeah, I'll do that then. I'll say.
Bit to
between
the left,
there-
bit more.
Up to the
Left
to the
bit,
left.
right
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah,
up
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah, because I haven't got anything like that. I got Toll the Dead,
Still-
which isn't going to do it.
Still
Nothing.
there.
Okay, you bad boy. I'm gonna throw my hammer at it.
I haven't heard anything.
Wait, does it just go through?
So did my arrow. If I fly up to it, can I just try to?
A right pack of muppets.
You can, but to you, there's nothing there, so
And is it
it's just.
What
is it still
Talari?
there?
Yeah.
Is it still there? Are they just
It
passing
lasts-
through it? Because
It takes about 10 minutes for it to. Well, your detect magic ends before it goes or anything.
Ah, so it's still there.
I don't
It's
know.
it's tracking
Can
us.
you, can you recast
I can
it?
feel it. I can
yeah,
feel
I
it
can
before.
recast it.
Do you
Yeah.
want to cast
Recast.
second?
I'll cast it
Okay.
again.
Let's see if it just sticks around.
Okay,
We're still
so
clapping on it.
after still clap on it, nothing happens. It doesn't go. With what Talari can see. Eventually, after about another 5 minutes or so, it does disappear.
Okay,
So
so
they
it's
were
not here
literally.
forever.
So they were literally passing through it though.
I'm going to take 20 minutes officially off my boots.
I've
What the
used two
fuck? So
spells.
it stood for at least 15 minutes, and then
No, you don't know
No.
when in the time.
yeah, at least 15 though, right? Because 10 and
Maximum
Right.
15.
max.
Yeah, so we don't. Okay.
What isn't it at least 15? Because it could have come up before.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Before detect.
Well, no, because you
No, it
didn't.
doesn't.
No, because Talari didn't see it happen
So
until
it-
after
it-
she cast it.
Oh,
It didn't.
yeah.
It popped up. She saw it pop up, so
Yeah.
Oh, she saw it appear. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
she saw it appear.
So maximum 15 minutes. Okay.
I'm not a spellcaster.
I have no
I think
fucking-
someone's tracking us.
I mean, unless
I think someone's tracking us.
Anyone missing any blood or hairs or anything?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I could
I
think
probably am.
think of doing is an Arcana, seeing if I could recall any kind of magic that
You
does
know it's
that.
divination.
Yeah, I know it's divination. So could I not? Can I
Yeah.
try and think about what I think potentially could be?
Roll an intelligence check.
If you know.
Can I roll as well, or would I not have like enough knowledge of spells?
Can I?
Yeah, you both spellcasters.
Could
that's
I?
fine.
Could I swing that as being Arcana?
Intelligence check.
Oh.
Oh, I literally got
It's,
nat
it,
20.
it's you're basing off memory, so
so did I.
What? 3 nat 20.
Oh, we just
Wow.
got our heads together.
Oh,
I mean, my
it's rolled, it rolled off.
It's
But,
a game
yeah,
roll.
I got it.
Can you see it on the D&D Beyond
Yeah, yeah.
log?
Yeah, I
thing?
can. I'm
Yeah.
looking at it
That's
right now.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
What are the, oh, that is.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, the odds. I don't know what
Give me the
the odds
goodies.
are.
What
That is
this?
amazing. 1 in 400, man. 1 in 400 chance.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you both what could have an illusory orb appear for at least 10 minutes, and then you both sat, you both in synchronicity just put your hand on your chin and you go scrying both at once.
Scrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tracking us.
You can see or hear creatures. of the
What
same
does
kind.
crying mean?
Scrying basically means they can find you wherever you are. and
So they could be
contact you.
anywhere in the world.
What do
Basically.
they need to
Yeah.
do
The,
the, spell,
the
though?
amulet.
Well, so the way scrying works is if they have. Okay, this might sound weird, but if they have a piece of you, it basically increases the likelihood that they can get through. Basically, you have to roll the dice essentially every time you cast it to see if
It's
it will
funny,
if
yeah.
it will go through or not. You know?
Also, they don't need to have a piece of you there if they know you, or they could have like a picture of us or
No,
something.
like if they have a bit of your hair, your fingernail.
As in,
and
if they're familiar with us, that also helps.
Oh
I
yes,
think.
yes. If they know you well, then which again could suggest why only Nadia
Oh.
and Turi are being.
Why Tori? Why
Turi.
me? Not. Yeah.
There's clearly somebody that knows you two very well. At least more.
Someone
At
turned
least-
our room upside down while we were staying in the Wizard City.
You all have similar
Didn't
things.
they?
I mean, it could be they just know you two better than they know the rest of us.
Wait a minute. Scrying doesn't let you talk to people. So what's
No,
going on?
it's-
Are there two spells?
It's seeing you. Yeah, they use it to see you.
But it doesn't
No,
explain the voices,
look,
right?
That is my failure effect.
It's like I heard someone saying my name. I didn't see. I heard someone say my name. It's like someone said my name. It's
Oh, it's-
like it's that feeling you get, Krusk, when you hear good old Krusk in the back of your mind. You just like it's
Yeah.
not actually happening. No one's actually speaking to you. It's just a click. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Good crack.
so
good crack
nothing was
doesn't
actually
speak.
heard. It's just
Yeah.
No. it's
Okay,
just-
so
That's my
possibly
failure
it
effect.
hasn't been working up until now, and now someone has seen us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they know where we are.
I just don't know who it could be. One of the mages?
could be anything.
Maybe someone is tracking the medallion.
Yeah.
Possibly. But again, if it
Why-
was a medallion, surely they'd be contacted.
But
They'd be
why
using
me
to
and
me.
Turi?
That is my question because
Why just us?
everybody's room got turned up.
They know you're not. But then why wouldn't they do Thoradin? I was going to say they would know you're not.
I'm such a
spellcasters.
great guy. I mean, I'm popular, but I'm such a nice guy that
How
no one
wise
would really want to hunt me
how,
down.
how wise are you,
Or that you
Thoradin?
didn't
Would
want
you
to take
say?
any of your hair, Thoradin.
Oh, someone's had my hair. I can't be if I have my hair. I assure you that.
Thoradin. I'm trying to think of a situation where me and Nadia have gone in alone, or a situation where
That church.
myself and Nadia. No, I've been with Talari.
But Talari's a spellcaster, so they'd have less chance of it working against her, possibly.
Possibly.
I suppose
possibly.
maybe they don't
Maybe.
want to
I
try
am
it
s-
on
I have-
Talari
I
because
have
you know how to
Every
resist it.
church.
I have
How,
got,
how what?
I have
Sorry,
got
go on,
certain
go on, go on.
protections through, Kellenvor that prevents these kind of things. So it could
I'm not very wise at.
How wise are you,
Australia.
Thoradin, on a scale of 1 to 5? So.
What one?
Okay, that's good to know.
Magnificent.
Oh
I personally think I'm a 10, but
Oh my
you know,
God.
You actually are one.
it's
Okay.
genetics.
You're
You know,
not
it's
definitely,
genetics.
definitely not a spellcaster though.
I blame my parents. But
Wow,
But
man.
this is the thing. It's like, if it was as simple as that, again, why not just contact Thoradin? You're the more likely to get through.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Why didn't they
Yeah.
try it on
Yeah.
Thoradin?
Which
And he's
would
not.
suggest one of two things: either they know Turi and Nadia better than the rest of us, or they actually have something of Nadia and Turi's, whether it's a possession or
Both?
a bit
Things
of
from
them.
both of them, though.
So either.
That's the only thing. Because again, why not pick Thoradin if he is the least wise?
So the church, there's a possibility. It's a death cult. They met all three of us, but you were seen as maybe slightly more mystical,
Possibly.
and they picked us for that reason. Two, me and
But they-
Nadia had adjoining rooms in the house, or our rooms were next door, or something, if I remember correctly.
All of your rooms had similar things happen. All of you went into your room were like, that's not where I put it. Or
Yeah, no, I just,
you
I'm just,
all had that
Upside
sensation.
down.
just thinking along the lines of possible places where they would have gotten a piece of us.
The problem with the death cult theory is I don't think I'm pretty sure me and Nadia didn't tell them our names.
Do you need someone's name?
They don't need our
Oh
names.
no,
do
yeah,
they?
sorry, no name wasn't
They
said.
if they got a physical piece, they don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
it.
yeah. But the death cult wouldn't have got.
But where would they have gotten a physical piece?
I mean, with me,
It's-
sure, but you, I don't know.
It's just weird that it's just the two of you. I can't imagine many situations where they would have only had access to two of you and not the rest of us.
I mean, bear in mind, you have to know I mean, for it to be the most effective, you have to know them well. Just meeting them off just the once doesn't help in any way.
weren't you sharing a room? Like just
We were sharing a
where we were.
room, yeah, but maybe they
Hmm.
think that I'm the closest to you, Turi, and if they're hunting Turi, then I'm the next, like,
When did you guys
best
share a room?
target?
We
When
literally
When you were
tried
next to Turi, remember?
They tried me
Oh, yeah.
first, and then we shared the room, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
tried you.
Yeah. But then you didn't. When did timings though? You had the thing before.
No, I did.
The wolf was in there though.
You
Didn't have to
were
the wolf
older,
with
is
me.
the problem.
Maybe they can't scry over.
I have
I
no
don't
clue, man.
know.
What's going on? I don't know who this could be. Either
Shopping.
Cole or...
It goes in. Use the same
Is-
shop.
Is there a way of tracking scrying Talari slash
No, there isn't.
I have
Krusk?
counter spell, but I think it won't work here.
Counter scry.
That would
Is
be
there a
amazing.
count? Yeah, is there a count?
You could probably buy something. You could probably buy like a medallion, which would shield you from.
I have
Scrying.
heard of such items.
Yes, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I've got nothing to suggest something like that. I mean, if anyone's going to know, maybe Mistra will know. She is the goddess of magic. But
But
Well-
since we took a vote agast Mistra, I don't know if she'll
Yes.
be happy to help us.
Well, we don't
Maybe
trust
not.
her. Maybe this is a good way for her to build that trust.
Doesn't know about the vote. Does she, Krusk?
Krusk will tell her about the
Oh, you
vote.
little rat! You little rat! Oh my god! Jesus
I
Christ!
haven't said anything yet.
Okay, you
About the
better
vote.
not say anything.
I mean, what if she asked me a direct question? I can't lie.
Krusk, you've been lying to us for quite some time. I think you can do it.
What do you mean you can't lie?
Yeah.
That's all behind me, Thoradin. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm an open
Right,
book.
do you know what I think about being scryed? That we should get the fuck out of here, maybe.
Yeah.
The problem is a scry can get us anywhere. Getting out of here specifically is irrelevant. If they know you and they've got they can get you from anywhere. The range on
Oh yeah,
scrying
they
is
can
unlimited.
come looking for us tonight as well. But for now, they know where we are now, and so if they want to teleport some kind of big gribbly monster on top of us, they probably can. So when they do teleport a big gribbly monster on top of us, let's not be here.
Yeah, let's go. Go
I
somewhere
agree.
safe.
Let's leave.
Matt, when they scry,
Hmm.
is it like if they had a map in front of them kind of thing, they could exactly pinpoint us, or do they just see through the orb?
The thing is, yeah.
Well,
Mostly what they've
you-
seen is various people trying to hit them then.
No.
Basically, do they get like a
Um,
GPS coordinate, or is it like they just see like around
Go
us?
through a blanket
No.
over the eye.
So on a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. Since the neutral
CCTV.
target,
So they have just seen us trying to
Okay,
hit
so I do have an
them.
idea. If it happens at the same time only, I can just cast darkness, so they won't be able to see anything.
Oh,
Just
so
like,
can I.
can I stand in front of it? You see nothing.
We'll be able to
Ow.
see his hairy chest.
The interesting thing with this is, with scrying, it has a 24. You can only do it once every 24 hours. So the fact that it's
Failed.
happening twice.
2 wizards must be doing it.
It means there's 2 of them.
2 people doing it.
But the other
If it
weird
failed
Trying
on
to
the
keep tabs
person.
on us every
the
half a day.
If it failed on the person, you can't cast it on the same person within 24 hours. That's
Only
the
for
rule.
spells.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I can also cast darkness, so that's not a bad plan.
But the only thing though is, if they realise we're casting darkness, they could just change the timing, and we don't have.
They'll change
Well,
the timing.
as soon as someone feels like a tingle, we can just cast darkness,
Well,
right?
no, because I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything
Yes.
today.
Exactly.
I didn't
Yeah,
get any kind of sensation at all, and that's because it must have worked.
Oh, okay.
I
can't
didn't
track
feel like anything. The only reason we knew something had happened is Talari's suddenly like, "Oh look, there's a thing in the sky."
It's a good thing we set that
Right.
up prior.
Yeah.
We can't keep darkness permanently, can we? No, it's
No.
only lasts 10 minutes.
No, because we'll all start bumping into things.
I can see for it. I have eyes of the dark.
Oh well, it's all right for some, isn't it?
We just all hold on to Krusk.
In the next town, we
Great.
can look for some kind of necklace or something that can ward off against such
Mm.
magics.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. I'd be shocked if there wasn't magic items that.
We could turn around and go back to Shah and get it, because it's quite far to the next town.
No, we'll go to the next town. I don't
Yes,
want to go back there.
I don't
Okay.
think we like Shah.
I
Well,
was
the
just thinking if you want
town.
the antis, because we've got, how many days is it? Like, looks like a week, right? Over a week.
No, it's 4 days, wasn't it?
3 more days.
Oh, 3 more. Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
I
Cuddle
think
your
we
weapons
like
at
that
night.
town.
The
You
thing.
cuddle your weapons at night anyway, Thoradin.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know when you have to jump into action. Gotta be in bed.
One thing that does not concern me, but is curious. This only really started recently. Like, if they were that interested in knowing, if they only wanted to know, if they wanted to keep tabs on us, we should have started feeling this a long time ago. What has
You know that-
changed recently?
That wizard we
Yeah,
apprehended
has.
way back when, did like Nadia or Tiri like punch him or get close to him or anything like that?
Shit,
I
I get a
nearly
lot of people
did,
in the
but
face that day. Don't ask me to remember exactly who.
Hate your guts,
I nearly
Krusk.
did, but I didn't in the end.
Do
I'm
you
a
remember if you like
necromancer.
hit him or made like physical contact with him?
No.
During the fight, none of us really got to him.
Well, the only one that seems to have pissed him off is you.
Hmm.
I was thinking maybe he's like had pieces of you and he's just scrying me, because he could definitely scry probably. He's powerful enough.
Well, if he's in a cell, he can't do that, can he?
Well, he seemed to think he wasn't going to be there for forever, so I thought maybe he broke out.
Well, he can't be
He'll
doing
be-
it from
he'll
the
be
cell.
dead.
That's a non-magical cell.
It could be the other necromancer.
I don't know, man. He seemed pretty confident he
Oh,
was going
John.
to break out and kill me.
John, not John.
I don't know.
How would John?
Nadia did bound him up and hog tie him up. And he was trying to make a speech.
That's
That was
true.
ages
They
ago.
could have
now.
swiped something.
But I didn't get to
Yeah, but the thing
contact.
is, if it was him, like again, he wouldn't be able to cast anything until he was outside of prison.
Maybe he broke out.
John the
Maybe we
Necromancer died, is what you heard.
Yeah, but he probably resurrected because no one got his phylactery.
Homunculus.
His-
I mean, his Horcrux.
Soldier
Horcrux.
or whatever it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is
Well,
the
not
thing.
the Horcrux, but yeah.
It was John. I did not get too close to John. Only you did not.
No, not John. The second one.
That was the new necromancer.
Yeah. Did you get? You
The
must have
one
got
who's
close
in
to him. You were fighting
jail.
him, weren't you?
Yeah, but I don't think Nadia got too close to him.
She tied him up.
Oh, I did tie him
Tied him
up,
up.
but
I mean, did anyone else even touch him? I definitely didn't, because I lightning bolted him.
I didn't touch him.
Wait. Crazy theory here. But what if John's a necromancer and a new necromancer joined forces, and John the necromancer is scrying on Nadia, and the newbie is scrying on me.
Or,
Well, we're fucked.
or what if they're what if they're the same person?
Oh,
think
we're
it-
totally
look,
fucked.
It's about 8 hours apart, right? So probably they're trying to scry, resting, scrying again.
We all agreed that they're not the same person because John would have had to die way, 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 way earlier, like years earlier, to actually be the new guy.
Yeah, that guy
Okay.
had been there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
What the hell has changed that means someone's suddenly scrying us now?
Okay, what have we done recently? Where
Well,
did we?
the-
Where
so,
were we
I
before
mean,
Char?
it'd be interesting because
realised-
the second necromancer dying is the only thing that's happened recently. Is that we captured
and
him?
we've realised the truth
Wait,
about the amulet.
Wait. We don't know if the second one's died yet, do we?
Yeah, we do.
He's in jail. No, he's in jail, isn't
Do-
he?
I
He's in
thought,
jail,
I
he's
thought
not
Matt just said
dead.
that. Matt just said he died.
No, John the necromancer
John
died.
died.
Oh, John the necromancer's
Yeah.
dead.
No, the second dude's in
John
jail.
died.
He's gonna be executed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be that dude,
No,
surely.
he's
What
not
other
gonna be
wizards have we
executed.
met?
So that's the
Yeah,
point,
they
actually.
said they're gonna kill him.
Who have we
No,
told
they said they were going
that
to
we
keep him
know
locked up,
about
didn't
the
they?
amulet?
Keep him locked up.
Oh, that's stupid.
We've told
They
Arg.
were going to kill him, but then Arg advised against that because he's a necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, he seemed pretty confident
Oh.
he was going to break out and come after me.
What's the head of
Well,
that?
great.
Who's the head of that divination in that academy?
Yeah, that's the point.
maybe
We're
some
all
questions.
talking about this as if
Aradin.
this isn't necessarily an evil person. It could be someone just checking up.
Aradon, yeah. The dwarf, the gnome.
I think
So
it's
you
just weird that
contact
they
Arg.
focused on
So-
2 people out of the whole group. Like, why wouldn't they try it on everyone?
There is this. Well, maybe they have a
could
piece
it,
of us.
could it be our benefactors checking up on us?
What's the
Mm.
gods?
No,
Because
no,
we
no,
know what's going on.
No. The people who put us on this little mission to
Oh.
begin with.
Yeah.
The wizards. But
Yes.
That's
I
true.
mean, as you said, they are wizards. These people are powerful enough to.
I'm just hung up on why they're focusing on 2 people. It just seems weird.
I mean, maybe those are the people they got closer to when they came. Who knows?
Yeah,
The other
maybe
thing-
they
the other
split
thing
a
you've-
little
the other
skin or hair or something.
The other thing you've mentioned already, Turi and Nadia shared a room recently.
Mm.
They hadn't done that
And
before.
when we were staying in the city.
Probably left some residue on the beds
Possibly.
or something.
I mean,
Careful.
it's not. It's not.
Oh, you could have just
way.
said you could have just said he didn't have to say
Hey,
residue.
all it takes is brushing your hair. A little hairs come out.
I was
I
going to
thought-
say, if it was just hair, then they'll be able to get hair off all of our pillows, surely.
Hmm.
Maybe there was something special
don't-
about
we
that.
Thoradin's.
Yeah.
I got
I don't think
luscious
Krusk
locks.
has any. I'm not sure Krusk has any hair, to be honest.
I don't know. Is
The
Krusk
The
bald?
picture of him has
Oh no,
dreads.
that picture has hair. Yeah, he's
Picture's
got
got
dread.
And a beard.
He's got loads of hair.
No, he's a hairy guy actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that's happened recently. Is that you've shared a room. And you've pissed off the
Yeah.
second necromancer. Like that's the nothing
Pissed
else
off
has
the second
changed.
necromancer.
Oh, and obviously, knowing about the medallion.
We didn't piss him off as much as Krusk has, from what I've
We've all
heard.
pissed him off.
Yeah, Krusk's really pissed him off for reasons.
Ah, we
Why
fine.
did you go and piss him off, Krusk?
I just wanted to have a chat with him.
You wanted his help.
Yeah.
What for? Shady dealings that you're no longer going through with.
Yeah.
The thing is, because they saw us, they've also seen that we saw them. So who knows how
Yeah,
much
because
that's
they
going to
got
complicate
10 minutes
things.
worth of us trying to put the boot in.
Yeah. So
I
who
only
knows?
hope they had a very uncomfortable time
Yeah.
watching various things come flying at their face.
Yeah. So who knows how much
Hmm.
that's going to change the situation? If they know that we know that they're there.
We should move quickly
You
to the
know
next town.
they're looking at us.
I guess the question is, do we... Well, I'm not going to let it... Well, I'll try. No, I guess I'll let instincts carry on as planned.
I think just move quickly and try and get you guys some anti-scrying.
I agree.
Have
Let's move
things.
to the
What's-
next town as quickly as we can.
I'm sure there'll be a magic item that exists. Hopefully, it's not too expensive.
We've actually got a surprising amount of cash left over.
And
Well,
Talari, maybe you
Way too much
should,
on these boots.
if you've got the wherewithal, maybe you should make a habit of scrying the orb at that, like looking for it at that time. to
We could always
to
check.
see.
Yeah, we could check tonight to see if they even still bother.
Yeah, to see if it happens again, and if it does, we can like do the darkness or whatever. They'll know we know, but they won't know where we are. Hopefully.
If, as you said, they've got to wait a day until they can do it again.
Only if they
then-
fail, though.
But that's the
So
point.
they've clearly
fail-
succeeded this
But
time.
they've succeeded on me. They can just try again whenever they like. Whenever
Mhm.
they've got, I don't know, the
On you,
magic
that's
for it.
true. On me, not necessarily.
That's true.
So
But now they've got through once on me. Surely they're going to try again. Does this kind of thing get easier with multiple tries?
I don't think
Oh, I
so.
don't know.
It's a very
See,
it's
the
the
other
same.
question is
What's
that
your
we
knowledge?
don't know is what if they are going to? What if they are two separate people? Maybe
What,
someone
one
is
of them
crying
looking
on
for me
you,
and one of them
someone
looking
else
for
is crying on me.
Mhm.
I don't think we can effectively stop them scrying. It's too difficult, and they've got the whole day to scry. When
No,
we
not
can't.
without a magic item to do that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
there's nothing you
like
can do.
some kind of magical protection that will just last like forever.
There's obviously certain like subclasses or whatever that gives you like, but yeah, none of us have that. None of
No,
us have that.
I'm not equipped to deal with
No.
something like
Can
this.
they see and hear through the orb?
Yes.
Yeah,
As if you
yeah,
were
they can.
there.
Then darkness will help, but they'll still hear it.
Correct. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it moves.
Oh,
It
that's
moves with
true.
you as well. So even if
Yeah.
we moved, it would follow us.
This
How
is
fast?
we can't stop this.
How
like,
fast
it's-
could
no.
we get to the
Oh,
next
this is
tower?
some bullshit.
I mean,
How fast? How do people feel about
in the horse? You were going to
pushing
say?
it probably. Yeah.
maybe?
I mean, these roads are really safe, so yeah.
Yeah, so getting a
Yeah.
little bit tired.
Yeah, I
How
think
do
it's
people
worth
feel
burning
about
through to the next town and then
Yeah.
looking for your items.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
alright.
would also suggest that we all get one, not just Nadia and Turi.
I agree.
Because if they
I guess-
fail, if they stop getting through to Nadia and Turi, maybe they'll start the rest of us.
I guess Thoradin can pay. Yeah.
They can't get through me. They can't get through.
We'll all
Look at these
get
pecs. They can't get through this.
Pecs are the well-known counters for trying.
Unless your brain is inside your pecs, I don't really see how this is going to be of any benefit. And I'm probably sure you do.
Man,
Feel,
who knows?
You probably do think with your muscles, so it probably is.
Yeah.
You know. But I think it would be prudent to all get something, assuming it is affordable, that we all get something that will.
I have no
prevent
idea how
this,
much it
if
would
we
cost.
can.
Hopefully not too much.
What is the next city?
Lathander Ridge.
Which is like rebirth.
Got a birth and renewal.
That's the one. That's when we first originally got our brands. Lathander was the one that approached me.
Oh really? What does she want?
What everybody wants.
To be renewed.
Well, she believed that she could return my son to me, but through
He.
talking with other,
he.
it's Lathander he. Sorry. That he could return my child to me, but through talking to other gods, apparently, all he does is create a new one. Doesn't restore what was lost.
Very misleading of him.
Yes.
Have you mentioned this before? Out of character, the sun thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because that's why she wants to get to Oryx.
Talari's
Because
personal arc, this is.
yeah, basically, don't you know? Yeah.
I thought I knew you were looking for the Dragonborn, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
So
realize
he got her pregnant,
Yeah.
and then we found out, and then left, and then she miscarried.
Right.
But
Right.
what we didn't know until recently is he poisoned her to force her to miscarry.
Holy shit.
Oof.
What's come there?
He's an
Why are you
asshole,
looking to kill him?
apparently.
Or...
Fucked and dumped and poisoned. Jesus Christ.
This is terrible, man.
This is
Yeah.
brutal.
Why are you looking for to kill him? Is this or?
Well, before I was just looking forward for him because he's an ex and you
Yeah,
still had
yeah.
feelings for him. But as time has gotten on, that's not so much the case. And obviously now with the new revelation, she more
To
wants
kill him.
to. She probably couldn't bring herself to do it, but she has asked. She has asked the rest of you to
Yeah.
assist her.
Krusk will
with it.
happily lightning bolt him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Add that to Thoradin's list.
yeah.
Kill the Dragonborn.
You probably weren't paying attention, but this did definitely come up.
It
That
definitely
was
came up quite significantly. Now Nadia's offered to like hold his arms behind his back, so
Before the
Talari
bandit
can kick you.
camp. That's
Mhm.
why Turi got her the holy
Very
symbol, so-
emotional. She, I tried to do some acting as best I could, but it didn't.
I was probably
Oh.
scheming.
Yeah.
How?
Because Krusk was too busy scheming evil
it.
schemes at that point. He
That's
wasn't
it.
paying attention to Talari's
I can
emotions.
neither
That's it.
confirm nor deny.
That's fair enough. That's fine. But yeah, that's
Totally should have been paying attention. That was prime like evil scheme territory there.
I just have a bad memory. I think I must have just forgot.
It doesn't
It does
matter.
kind of ring a bell. I remember you
But
getting
it's-
upset about something, but
yeah. But that was
Oh,
a
that's
short. That's a
easy.
short version of it, basically.
yeah.
But yeah.
Question is, are you going to travel normally the rest of the way to the Thunder Ridge, or are you going to push the horse
I think-
hard?
Crack,
I
crack
think
the
we're gonna,
whip.
yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
push it.
The
whip.
risk of doing so adds a level of exhaustion for each day to push the horse.
Oh, the horse will be fine.
No,
I
we
don't
can't,
know.
we can't do
I
it
don't know. Hang
constantly.
on.
I think
If
How
we
many-
push it for 3 days, then it can rest and it won't die until the 6th
Hang on,
day.
It won't
Well,
die.
no, because at
Matt?
second level of exhaustion, speed is halved, so it kind of
Oh,
worked against us
okay.
anyway.
Yeah,
Alright, no,
Look,
it's
we're
not
better
a
off
good
2
long-term
days
strategy.
and then
Also,
push.
Matt, I'm assuming that a level of exhaustion isn't recouped that night.
Probably need
Once
like
we're in a city, we're probably more protected than we are out on the road, though. So if we push the horse the last leg of the journey, let it
Yeah.
rest.
I'd say,
You
yeah,
kill
the
the
last
fucking horse.
well,
No.
no, for that
No,
the
no,
last
one
the last
night,
leg, the
one
last
night.
leg.
normal
Okay.
travel and then the last day push.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. I think we'll do. Yeah, that sounds probably the best plan. Yeah, because I don't think.
Yeah, because Matt, I'm
Mhm.
assuming that the horse doesn't like get the rest and then not be exhausted anymore.
No, you need at least like 2 days of, especially if you're gonna like in the stables, it could rest or recover quite easily that night. But on the
Yeah,
road,
but if you're not
we
in the
don't.
Yeah, yeah.
stables, then
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
In
I
which
think us
case,
being in a
Nadia's gonna be
stable
like
safe
not all the way to the next town.
No, just
Yeah.
the
Kill
last,
the horse.
Yeah,
just the last
So-
night.
Yeah.
Normal
Okay.
travel, a couple of days, and then last day push, it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what's pushing is double speed, is it not?
Push.
So, yeah, it's the equivalent of dashing. You know.
So in theory, we do 1 day normal and then push the last one.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, that's what we.
then do it.
Because we shave off the
rather
day.
than
Push
doing-
it.
rather than boost it.
Push
rather
it
than doing
real
2
deep.
days, rather than doing 2 days normal and then 1 boost, we just do 1 day and then 1 boost.
Yeah,
and then
so
do it.
so between Morin City and Shardok, it's usually like a day with a 1 day, like two whole days with a rest in between. So and you squeeze that into 1 whole day of travel.
Nice.
So you arrived in the evening. So you could do a similar thing.
Let's do it. It's good for the horse anyway. It's good cardio.
It's a war horse, man. This
You
guy's
gotta
probably
train it.
This horse has probably got better cardio than all of us.
Yeah, because
I'm
it spends
sure
all
it
of its
does,
time
yeah.
dragging your ungrateful asses.
Yeah.
All plate armor.
All you ever like is go faster, go faster.
Heavy asses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. So, yeah,
Mm.
so
Not
again,
for long, Thoradin, right?
Oh my God.
60-day challenge.
Yeah,
Everyday
Crust is
shred.
worried about his figure. He can get off a jog.
you could do that if you wanted
Yeah.
to. So
You could
like
push
part
it.
way.
Maybe like the last 5 kilometers towards the city. Crust will do like a 5k run.
I can actually go faster than the horse.
I would imagine Talari and Turi are pretty light though. Like, being hot,
Yeah, they're
elvish.
skinny.
Yeah.
Balance
Crust
it
is
Little
out.
probably
sons.
extremely heavy. Not only is he a big half-orc, he's also wearing full plate.
Yeah.
Shield,
Krusk's got to be
sword.
the heaviest. It's got to be
Yeah.
the heaviest.
Any two
And
of the
it's not
rest
like
of
that.
us, and then some.
And he eats too much anyway.
Not sure how between Thoradin and Nadia who's heavier there, but
It's got to be close.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Thoradin's
he's
Thoradin's
doing-
smaller.
Thoradin's
broader,
denser.
but Nadia's have got like a lot of height on Thoradin.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like at least
Mm.
2
Yeah,
foot.
Thorin's packing it dense, but Nadia's got it in
Yeah.
height, so
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
balances out.
Yeah, I think it'd be about even
And
here.
Nadia's basically
What
all
about
muscle as well.
Because
so there's
when
not
I think of
really
Nadia,
much.
I think like Abby build from
Abby?
Last of Us 2.
Oh, I
Like,
haven't played.
Oh
proper,
my
like,
god, yeah.
beefed out.
She was on like steroids.
Yeah.
Nah, if you want an
functional.
excellent like thing of what Nadia looks like, female Ivor from Assassin's Creed.
Oh
I'm
yes.
I'm playing that
Basically-
now, so I know exactly what that
Nice.
looks like.
Dead
so good.
on is basically like almost exactly what she looks like, except maybe a bit taller. because
Nice.
she's quite
I'm
short, she's
gonna
like
be thinking of that now every time
slightly
I'm
over 6.
whenever I'm playing it now. But yeah.
Gina
Nice.
started playing it a little while ago, and I looked at it and was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird."
Is this the main character?
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just looking up a picture.
Yeah.
You basically
Yeah,
can pick male and female in
very-
the female version.
Ah.
Yeah,
I did not know
very,
that.
very similar.
Yeah.
Except, possibly a bit taller because Nadia's over 6 foot, and I don't think Ivor's quite
No, I
that
don't
tall.
think so. Yeah, so it's we're heavy. Collectively, I think you guys.
Collectively, we're
Poor
quite a heavy
horse.
bunch.
Yeah.
The poor horse.
Poor horse. But
Like I
it's
say,
trained
get off
for
and
this.
jog. It's good training. If it's good training for the horse, it's good training for you.
I'll do it for the last 5k. 5k run.
So,
You gotta come as well, Thoradin.
5k
on.
run.
Jesus.
So for the day's travel, it's fairly fairly uneventful. You see the similar sights as you did before, of just people on their pilgrimage going one way or the other, to or from Shardok. And you set up camp. And Turygurtha, can I please have a wisdom save for me, please?
I'm getting good sick of these wisdom saves.
So you've been setting up camp. You all do think.
Is Talari gonna do the detect magic to see if we can spot the twin
You
lights?
all do think it's around the same time as yesterday.
Shall we bother? Do we bother? I mean, I suppose actually, yeah, I think it is worth doing it just to see if they're still doing it, even though they know.
See if
that we
they're
know.
still doing it.
Yeah. All right. I'll
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we
that's
can
nine.
darkness them.
I'll burn the slot.
9.
pretty low.
Okay.
I'll burn the slot.
So you get to the point of day where it's like this was around last time, this time yesterday that Turygurtha got all weird and ran up into the sky. But Turygurtha doesn't go all weird and run into the sky, but you've still got your detect magic on, and you do see a glowing orb about 10 feet high above Turygurtha appear.
It's still there.
Darkness.
Right there.
Quick, dark it.
I've cast darkness.
Is that
On
is darkness tall enough to envelop the orb as well?
yeah, 15 feet.
Yep. So all is dark all around you for everybody. All of a sudden.
Everybody shut up for 10 minutes.
Can't see us now, motherfucker.
Okay.
And it's in a very uncomfortable, what you guess, 10 minutes. Because it's
How long
dark
does
and you can't really tell the time of day because it's dark now. What you feel is 10 minutes.
I'm just
You-
waiting for
you-
the darkness to finish.
And how long does it last?
10 minutes.
Oh, it lasts 10 minutes. Okay,
That's good. That actually works out very well.
that's a good time. So it's a very, very uncomfortable 10 minutes. So you're just it's that like you're trying to be quiet because you know you don't want to talk to and reveal any secrets to anything. But yeah,
Who's touched my leg?
when
Definitely wasn't me.
when the darkness ends, your detect magic has also ended. Do you do anything else, Talari, to double check or anything, or do you just assume it's finished?
I don't want to
Yeah,
burn.
it's
I don't want to
still
burn. I don't want to burn through the slots. I mean, there's no point.
I think we should just haul ass when we
Yeah,
can.
I think it's better. We're better off because, I mean, even if it is still
but if
there, are
it's-
we going to be able to do anything about it? We can't
Well,
stop
yeah,
it.
because we can fuck off after it leaves.
I guess so. But I think they pretty much know where we're going, though. I mean, it's a straight road.
Yes, but I don't want
they
them
don't
to
know
know
where
where
it
we sleep.
Well, there's no well, as you said, there's no GPS on it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, they just see what
they just
What
see
we're
us. They're
doing.
just looking at us, see what we're doing.
see us.
I mean, technically, they might not even know where we are right now because they would have
Very
seen
true.
grassy wilderness.
Yeah,
I guess.
so they would have seen the camp. Talari say something, and then Turygurtha reacts and cast darkness.
Okay, so they might not know where we are. Just spooky that they keep casting it.
hmm
I imagine when we get to
Has
the city,
everybody
if
been
we're outside,
find?
they might know. Because the cities are quite distinct, aren't they?
Well, it's going to be
Yeah,
interesting, like
they'll
once
know
we're
when we
in the
get to
city
the
as well, because
city.
they'll know.
Yeah.
You know, because I would imagine in the city it's quite distinct,
Oh.
maybe a little bit
No.
more distinct.
All the cities look the same. It's fine.
Well, the same layout, the aesthetic isn't necessarily the same.
Mm.
Also, there's like
Yeah,
usually
they'll
weird
probably be
stuff going on
different.
specific to the priests or the god, rather.
Oh,
Or there
I
could be
really
someone
don't
just
like
going
this.
outside going, "Praise the thunder!" You know, you know. You just,
Oh, wait a
Just
minute.
randomly shouting that in the street.
yeah.
Sonny, have you got any illusion magic?
I don't believe so. No, I used to, but I don't anymore.
I was thinking the amazing thing to do would be next time they cast it, is throw up an illusion so they think we're somewhere else.
Blank
But-
screen, you know, like looping. looping it.
Just like green screen. It's green
Please
screen,
stand by.
Yeah, yeah.
Stand by.
Like WandaVision.
Yeah,
I haven't got any illusion magic.
I haven't
I
got any
can't do
either.
that.
No,
Not
what a
anymore.
shame.
Not anymore.
That's a shame. That would have been awesome.
What a shame. What a shame.
Do like the
So,
middle
yeah,
of the ocean.
so your long rest. Again, it's fairly uneventful. You see again people up and going, guards 2x2 going up and down the road, patrolling it, keeping it fairly safe. As you wake up in the morning, do you attempt to cast detect magic again, or do you try and do a similar thing again? Are you thinking it's around the same time they can't? We saw it yesterday over Nadia. Do you try again, or
I just don't even see there's much point. It's clear they're going to keep doing it.
I think
What's it?
to keep tabs on them because if they change their behavior suddenly, it might mean something. So I think it's worth doing.
Alright. I mean, we've long rested, haven't we? So this is in the morning, so I
Yeah.
can get my slots back at
New
least.
days.
Actually, what I might do, I can cast it as a ritual. So what I might do is 10 minutes before, just cast it as a ritual, so I don't spend any slots. If you're alright with
If you're
that.
worried about your slots, that's a good idea.
So
Hmm.
just in case. I don't think it'd be an issue, but
the exact timing's probably going to be a bit skew but you won't. If you want to do it that way, you won't waste a slot.
yeah, I might as well. I think I might. Nah, fuck it. I'll just do. I've got 4 level 1 slots. I'll just burn it.
Yeah, we're almost at the city. I doubt we'll
Yeah.
run
Better,
into trouble.
timing, I think it's better for this sort of thing than
Yeah.
slots. So,
Okay.
there's only level 1 slot as well. So
For this detect magic, you don't see anything apart from the usual magic items you all have accrued over the past few weeks.
Interesting. So
They can do it at any time now.
I was to say maybe because we did the darkness, they're changing their timing.
they
Maybe.
succeeded, didn't they? So they didn't have to wait 24 hours.
True. I don't know, man.
If they
I
didn't
don't
have to wait 24 hours, would we still get the wisdom save?
Who knows?
know.
So they could have been spying. Who knows how many times?
I mean, the thing is, if all they have to do is change their
Who
time by
knows?
like an hour, we wouldn't know, right? Unless
Yeah,
someone
Exactly.
they could just
They only have to-
shift the window.
They only have to shift
Unless
it by
they buggered
15
it up.
minutes, and that's fine.
Especially as they know we've clued onto them with the detect magic and the darkness. There's no way going to keep the same schedule now.
Yeah.
Which means
At
it's
least they
prevention.
know that we know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We know you know that we know that you know.
That's it. We just have to hope that there's something in the market in Lathander that will help us do it.
Speaking of like fallouts,
Interestingly, I don't know if we know this IC, but it says here you can know someone secondhand. You've just heard of them, and you can still attempt it.
You can
It's just
attempt
quite
it, but you
difficult.
get you
changes
minus it
the-
off the DC, don't you? So
It's quite difficult. You get +5 onto the DC, which is quite a lot. But
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it does open up the possibilities of who's doing it. If they don't need to have even really met us, they
But
could have just heard of us and trying it.
it's more that yeah, maybe. I mean, it's more. I mean, I think that's why Turi and Nadia are being picked because they know them better. They
Yeah.
could still do us,
Mhm.
but the check would
Don't
be
know us
higher.
as well,
so
maybe.
it's not as
Yeah.
guaranteed. That's my
If they know
guess.
you well enough, do they even need a save?
Well, this is true.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
is why Nadia thinks her brother would be able to do it without like worrying about it. Because if there's anybody who she's gonna trust enough to just go along with it, it's gonna be him.
Mm.
But he
Sure.
can message you, Connie. Haven't you got those stones?
Oh yeah, he absolutely could message me, but she
Yeah.
was thinking it might be him. She did ask, it wasn't.
Oh,
But
okay.
she was like, she didn't think it was him because she was damn certain it would have succeeded if it was him.
Mm. The plot
Yeah.
thickens.
Yeah.
So as you get ready to go, this is the halfway point. You can push the horse and try and get there today
Yep.
if you
Foot on
want.
the pedal.
Yeah, we want to go to the
I,
city.
I
today.
think we should.
Sure.
So on the way.
This means we've got to stay in the city at least a day, Nadia's going to say. Or he'll kill the horse.
That's fair. We don't want to do
That's
the
fine.
horse.
We can go see the sights,
Well, we
um,
need to do the shopping anyway, so it makes sense.
check the bounties.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the shopping.
And a little bit more chilled in Lathander than Shah.
I don't know, man. You never know. Do you remember Ilmater Town?
True.
So on the way to Lathander Ridge, you get about a good 3 or 4 hours into your journey. You feel like you're getting quite close to the city. You can almost see it in the distance, like the way the rolling hills. As you go up a hill, you can like kind of see like the smoke caps rising. As you go down a valley, you don't quite see it. But as you're going, you do start hearing, "Help! Help! Please! Someone! Please! Help!" As you round, well, what do you do when you first hear this?
Where's it coming from, I guess?
Yeah, where's it
In
coming
front,
from?
I'm guessing. Is it this dude here?
From in front of you.
We're coming pretty quick.
Krusk
I
would like
can-
shout like whoever's doing the like the horse to like slow down.
I can leap out.
Well, if
and
it's
run
coming
ahead
from in
as
front
well.
of us, surely we don't want to slow down.
Oh, you want to run past him?
You
Oh,
want to run
okay,
him over?
Cool,
Get
I'm
out the
all
way,
meant
we're
get
being
there
scried.
quicker.
If Turi
I'm all meant
leaps
get there
out,
quicker, but yeah, sure.
yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Can't ignore this dude, surely.
Yeah, no, can't worry.
Whoever's doing the horse? Are you gonna slow it down then?
Probably Nadia.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry,
I think
guys.
I'm gonna slow when she gets there.
Sorry, guys, I dropped out. What's going on?
so we're trying to slow the horse. See
Are
what's
we?
going on.
Yeah, stopping
What
for
do you
the
want?
help.
What do
Yeah.
you want to do? You start hearing, "Help! Please, someone help! Come help, please!" From in front of you. What would you like to do?
Going towards the shouting.
So do you keep going on your current speed? Do you slow down? Do you stop?
Slow down a little bit if like we're not likely to be able to stop like quickly at the
Mhm.
speed we're at. But yeah,
Yeah, you are going quite quickly to try and push the horse. So you go back down
Yeah.
to your normal traveling speed.
slacken the pace slightly. But yeah, we shall go to the rescue of this person in distress.
Yeah. So as you get close to them, you start seeing that they have the armor and the regalia of someone of the helm and capment mercenaries.
Interesting.
They are out of breath and you don't know how long they've been running for. They go, thanks, praise all the gods. Please, someone. We got
Breathe,
ambushed.
dude, breathe.
We got ambushed.
By who?
Two Bargarers and an author. Please,
What?
someone.
Sorry,
I
two
don't know
what?
what that is.
Oh, what?
Two Bargarers and an author.
Shit.
The monkey things.
Yeah.
Balgur is a thing that we fought in
Pirates.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we only fought one of those.
Yeah.
Two Bargarers and an
Oh,
author.
see, I have no idea what any of these things are. Does my character have any idea what any of these things are?
So
demon
Bargarers
monkey.
is basically like a demon monkey. They're
Demon
they're fairly
gorilla.
powerful. They're just a huge ass gorilla. An Orthon, it's like a higher. So like if you imagine like anyone with the right power could summon a Balgara. No one's going to be able to summon an Orthon. Is probably the closest you know to like your imagination. Like an Orthon basically just does their own bidding of like a demon prince and such.
Oh
Oh,
god.
they're demon things.
Yes.
Demon, devilly, demon things.
Who-
I need to check my oath.
Do you know who the summoner is? Who summoned the Balgurus?
No. We just they
where-
just
where are
surrounded
they?
us and
How did you get away?
my captain just told me to run and they
Sure,
surrounded
it's
in a
away.
circle.
Show us the way.
This
Is
is-
this something that we really need to sort out?
I can't
can't-
not do it.
You can't redeem these beasts.
No, but you can rescue people from them. Do you have a way of calling for reinforcements? And she's
Me?
saying that to the out of breath guard. You're the way.
Oh,
Yeah, but do you have a
I'm
horn
trying.
or something like that?
No, I was trying to run for help.
Hey, Thoradin, that
You-
horn will come in real handy right now. Come on.
Really have. Okay. If you set up some kind of signal, will your fellows respond?
Yes, but
What's the signal?
need smoke. Green smoke.
What smoke?
I can do
Green
something.
smoke?
Oh
Terry,
my
green
god!
Smoke, go.
Go on, do some tricks. There's a flip in the air.
She just like flies up running and starts green smoke in the air.
Wow, who would have thought that would have come in handy?
Awesome.
He just looks just up into the air, like bemused and out of breath, just like on the edge of collapse, like the actual fuck.
She decided on a fun extra for her flying boots.
As I go up,
Please-
Matt, can I see the Balguras?
Yes. So as you rise up higher and higher, you a bit further down the road. Imagine
Oh,
this
I
is
can't
about.
see roll 20.
No, you can't. But the sense for everyone else, you see
Shit.
2 Balgras, and
Are they dead?
They're all
yes.
fucking.
Oh.
So what you can see is these 2 Balgras are dead, and what you can see is these like group of men in a circle, or people in a circle. Sorry, and they're not moving.
Are they like on the ground, not moving, or like are they kind of?
Well, you're up in the sky, so it's
Oh, okay.
Hard to
hard
tell.
to tell detail. But
Yeah.
from what you could tell, they're not moving.
What's that in the
Rush him.
middle?
Don't rush him.
The
Don't
captain, I
rush him.
guess, probably like protecting him.
Yeah. So
Looks
I'm
like they've got it.
I'm
Looks like
marking
they.
all. I was marking all the X's.
Looks like they've got it
Yeah,
covered. Then.
they're all dead.
Is everyone dead?
Yeah. So from what Turygurtha can see, you can see 2 Bargers and a circle of soldiers circling a single person, and they're not. No one is moving. You can't
Someone
see
must be
anything.
alive. Someone must have struck the final blow.
She's going to drop and fly down as quickly as she can.
At the
I
group?
don't
How
feel
long?
very-
How long do you keep the smoke going for?
I keep going even. Can I keep it going even when I land?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll leave it on in the background when I land.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just looked. I'm sorry, but I think we are too late.
They're a good like 5 to 10 minutes down the road. By car, you expect.
We should hustle. Just there must be a survivor.
The
If everything's
man
okay.
who's or the person out of breath.
Mhm.
When I say this, how does he react?
Devastated. He's like, no, they were alive when I left.
Nadia's
get
gonna
on-
reach out her hand to like help him up onto the cart.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
on the cart.
Yeah. You
Sorry,
grab your
gonna-
clasped hands and you lift them up to the front seat.
Yeah.
Fury's going to
Just
run
pull him
ahead.
up and start the cart going again. Back up to the spanking pace we had before.
Fury's going to
So-
run ahead.
Yeah. So
He's not faking this, is he?
You can roll
This
insight.
this
That's
injury.
what I was worried about.
Yeah.
not
Can
from what
I
you
can I
tell.
see his wounds? Like check he's actually wounded or hurt or.
I don't think he
He's-
was
he's
wounded.
not-
He'd just been running like hell because basically everyone
Oh,
else had
okay.
gone. You run for help. We'll try and stop them.
Could tell the truth him.
That's it.
Question,
Yeah,
but-
that's the gist you've gotten from this guy.
My
Okay.
concern is where is this orphan?
Can it like shape change?
I have
My question.
no idea.
I don't know what an orphan is.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I need to.
Oh, he could be in the cart with us then.
I mean, if it's a demon
what?
devilly
Nah,
thing,
probably not. But
Surely not.
but the thing is, who knows? Matt could have changed it.
How do you spell orphan?
Yeah, shapeshifting demons could be a thing.
Thon.
Don't meta. Don't look it up.
Fuck it.
That's
what-
that's
I'll-
what
I'll-
Haiss
I'll-
does,
What
man.
a fun hat.
we do this every time.
I must
Oh,
say.
nice.
It looks awful.
Oh my
Oh,
word!
yeah, I remember
Jesus.
these. now.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but again,
You remember them? Did you say, Arthur?
but again,
I
D-
mean, nothing.
but again, DM discretion. He could change whatever he wants. So
Oh,
Dude,
100%.
Take it with
these
a pinch-
things look-
take it with a pinch of
100%.
salt. Like the Balgura
True.
thing, don't have a running jump ground pound. Arthur added that in, so you know.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
They
interesting.
do.
I don't they? I thought they didn't. That's fine.
Yeah, they have a jump thing, like a
Okay.
jumping slam
These
attack.
things are beastly, but
King-
yeah, let's
King
go check
Kong.
it out. See what's going on.
Yeah, the fact that they're
But yeah,
dead
you're
as well
absolutely
is
right.
concern.
Yeah, Orthon generally sends chills down all your spines.
Ooh.
Dude, were these Balguras injured, or were they just lying down? I'm just.
As you get
They could
closer,
be
you see
faking
that
death.
nothing is moving. You see the two Bargers and the circle of people.
Hmm.
No one is moving. The closer you get, still
Can
no
I-
one is moving.
Can I
The
shout
circle
out any survivors? Help has arrived.
Nothing.
The
Okay.
circle they're in, Matt, do they look
Mhm.
like they're in a pattern? Or are they,
Looks
are
like,
they just like they've been laid out as an
So it
almost-
looks like a remnants of a shield circle.
Trying to keep
Like-
something
like-
in.
Like a typical, yeah. So they're
Shield
circling
wall.
like a shield wall against the you assume to be the commander potentially.
Strange.
Are they quite orderly,
in the
like they
middle.
died in their formation? Or
To an
like are they kind
extent,
of... Okay.
there's some of them like you can tell like someone's like gone to like stretch out to like stab the thing, and then they've got them caught by an arrow by a crossbow bolt on the back and such. Like
Right, okay.
there's some chaosness to their deaths, but there's also a level of order because I mean a soldier's going to die in a
they're
soldier's
already
way.
in it.
Like,
Yeah. No, as long as there's like a bit of chaos. I thought maybe someone
yeah,
deliberately...
it's not.
that's
It's not.
what I was
It's
worried
only.
about.
It's only ordered because of. It's easier for
Just-
me to.
yeah.
Not a ritual circle of any kind.
I know,
yeah,
that's literally what I was thinking. Like, oh my god.
Well, the White
these
Walkers.
people were clearly like circling to protect
The
the
captain.
person in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason why they would stay in this circle and
Which
not
is
try
very
and,
odd, considering if
front
he is
to-
the captain, like surely he's the strongest. Why is he being protected? Bit weird.
What do you
It's
mean?
the most
Captain.
important.
Probably just ordered them to, right?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
protect me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, yeah. I suppose, yeah.
That's
So
what they
wait,
do.
I'm going to turn to the soldier and say, so the captain told you to run. Did he tell anyone else to run, or why you?
I'm the youngest. I'm the newest recruit.
Ah, makes
But
sense.
fresh legs is what they used to call me.
Fresh
Weakest.
legs.
It's alright, son. We're gonna
You're the
find
weakest.
Thoradin.
I think you should stay in this car. I don't think you can fight.
Well,
As
don't worry.
you're, like-
We'll if we find the creature that did this, we'll kill it. We'll avenge your comrades.
As you all get off the car, he'll like just jump down and run over to his comrades' bodies, and like he'll get over to his captain and just like start searching him, like patting him down. And it's like, no, what, no, it's not here, no.
I pat Talari on the shoulder quickly. Is there anything about an Orthorn in your book?
Oh, while he's doing that, can I go over to him and
I'll
like
have a look.
just say to him, "What are you looking for?"
I suggest you
what's so
look
important?
quickly.
I will. I mean, it's all right. There's an index, so I'll have a look.
I've had a sudden presentiment.
She'll
What have
flick.
you lost? Yeah, Nadia's going to come up with Krusk and say, "What have you lost?"
Yeah.
You just look like really frantic, like unsure whether to trust you or not. With what you're
Precious
saying.
cargo, perhaps.
Yeah, yes, we've. I can't find it. It's not here.
What was the take it from the start? What was the precious cargo? What's been
Amulet.
taken?
We.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's why I said I had a sudden presentiment, guys.
Was it? Actually, no. I'll wait for him to answer. If he looks hesitant, then I'll say something.
We were traveling to Mistress City from
Oh no!
Vesuvia City.
Oh, with an amulet.
Uh,
Part.
I don't know. My cat was carrying something.
Oh.
It was.
Why
it was
were you
small.
traveling on foot? Where were you traveling from?
Vesuvia City. We were on the road.
You don't have any horse and cart or something?
Well, it's less conspicuous. Like we all travel by foot. It brings morale. Only the patrols have horses.
When you
It
left,
saves on funds.
when you ran, did you by any chance see where the other creature went? Because I only count 2 demons here.
No,
Any tracks,
I
Matt?
ran this. Yes. So roll a nature check. Survival
Okay.
for me, please.
Not my
Actually,
forte. So.
Well,
I don't think-
Terry was
Oh
going to
wait.
start.
Oh no,
with
it is my
survival,
forte.
if
Sorry, I
that's
have
okay.
+5. I rolled the wrong thing.
Survival.
Oh, 10. I got 10.
Could it be an investigation?
Nadia,
Nadia will start looking round for tracks
I was
as
gonna say,
well.
yeah.
Nadia and Oliver can start looking for tracks.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah. So
Actually, why
over.
not? Investigation
Hang
is
on, I'm
terrible. I don't know why I'm asking for it.
loading beyond. What do you want?
you get,
Survival.
Survival, yes, please.
I'd be helping
Survival or
Nadia.
nature?
Survival, please.
Survival. Nadia has a.
With advantage because I'm helping her.
You get advantage because of I'll give you that.
Oh, if I get advantage, I shall roll again. 23.
Cool. So,
Looking for demon tracks. They should
yes.
presumably be pretty easy to find.
You'd expect so. An Orthon, it's pretty big. For Talari, looking through, you can't find an Orthon. It's not on your list.
Okay. No, nothing I put
Hulk,
in there.
Hulk didn't encounter an off one.
Apparently
No,
not.
it really fucks.
Not as mighty.
So you see steps leading off to like the northeast direction, but eventually you just lose track altogether. Just go away.
I mean,
We have to hightail out of here. We have to
Well,
go.
I don't know. If this thing does have what we think it has, we can't just let
is it
that
really
go.
our problem though?
We're gonna-
Our job was
yes,
just to deliver it.
No, it is. Because if we are going to do what we said we were going to do, we need all the pieces.
Hey, fresh
We can't-
legs. How good are you at tracking demons?
The clue's in the name, fresh.
This was my first assignment. Demons weren't really part of the training program.
Okay, look. Maybe you should go back to your mercenaries friends.
Do you
Tell
still
them what
have the
happened.
green smoke active?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
We're
never
going to be
turned it off.
getting reinforcements in a minute.
We can't
Yeah.
chase after an invisible creature though in the woods. I think it's a bad idea.
Matt, how far did I get before I lost the trail? Significantly far, or did it peter out pretty quickly? I mean, Nadia wouldn't have gone very far without waiting for backup regardless.
Yeah, so you get about 20, 30, 40, 50 feet out, and it's like you're not quite sure where this is going. It's like starting to like all of a sudden look a bit more confused, and like you're a bit more hesitant to go a bit further. Like if you wanted to, you could pursue it even further, like try and really get down to nitty-gritty detail. But at the current, like you
She'll
said,
wait for backup before she tries that.
like
because
you can point, you can like put a plant stick in the ground to see where you last saw tracks.
she'll make a mark, yeah.
Can I ask Fresh Legs something? I'll ask him. Do you have any idea at all? You know, who could have done this? Did you let slip to anyone that you were carrying this cargo?
No, like we were told just to make our way silently and quietly, just to Mistress City and hand over the package, and that's our assignment. Like,
And
it was going so well.
and then the demons appeared. You didn't see any humans or other people. It was just the demons that came.
And it was just I know we heard some rustling trees. We thought it was like a fox or like something starting some birds, and then these two apes just launched at us, and we were just getting. And then I was told to run, and I ran, and that's I saw all of these.
I'll kind of try and pat him on the back. I'll give him some rations. Eat up.
Yeah.
Bad experience you've been through.
If this thing is after what we think it's after, as much as I'm not a big fan of it, we do have the perfect bait.
No, this is so risky. I mean, an Orthon is quite dangerous. What if we lose our piece? Then we're really
Like I
fucked.
said, we do need that other piece. We can't.
Matt,
The longer we leave it to do its own business, the harder it will be to find. And there's no point only having 4.
Matt, in your world,
Mm-hmm.
demons,
Mm-hmm.
do they have their own thing going on, or do they serve like some of the evil gods?
No, generally speaking, Serta's the only one that really tends the line of like infernalness, because he's the god of like fire giants. That's like the closest, like as a god working with like the infernal.
So the infernal are just like a separate.
Yeah, like the reason why you thought you had Orcus, demon prince of the undead, like as part of that was like a big deal, because like him being out of the picture is like would have been great essentially.
Speaking of them thinking that
wonders where the real Orcus is.
Prince of the Undead.
what if the demons also think it's Orcus in the medallion,
Exactly.
and that's why they're after it?
Exactly.
That's
That's-
exactly why they're after it.
Indeed.
And I'm not sure how good they're going to feel when they find out it is Merkel in there, and
Maybe
they're
we can
not
tell
going
them.
to care about how they release it.
Oh, you really think a bunch of demons are going to believe us?
Zone of truth.
They're mindless creatures. They're not
I don't think they're
intelligent.
gonna. I don't think a zone of truth is going to convince them somehow. We barely believed you, Krusk.
Do we hear the stamping of like mercenary feet yet?
They could be pretty far out. We're in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, they're on constant patrol, aren't they?
Oh, okay.
As you start to hear the thundering of hooves coming racing towards you, we will find out next time on the Ascendant Lands
Hooray.
what will happen, who is coming to help you, and what will happen to the Orthon that seems to have gotten a package. Next time on the Ascendant Lands, we'll find out.
Nice.